Hello, my name is Ronaldo Ortiz. I'll be talking about the zoning meeting I attended. Zoning meeting I attended was the Board of Zoning Adjustments on October 22nd at City Hall here in Orlando City. So the zoning meeting took place for zoning variances. Each case was a little bit different. They asked for different things. So the first two cases we're talking about signs that were being made, and the last case was about a structure being made behind somebody's own house. The first case was for a setback decrease, so from 12.5 feet from the sidewalk to 2 feet from the sidewalk. The second sign was for a signage increase from 48 square feet to 350 square feet, more or less. And the last case was about a structure that was built behind a homeowner's home that did not have permits. Contractor was unavailable to be contacted, and we faced a number of little issues after that. The zoning variances that were heard really range from small signs to big structures that humans can interact with. One of the things I want to touch here is architecture is defined by the design and rules of zoning, I feel like, especially when it comes to planning ahead of time. Again, zoning is about everything within the city and ensuring that everybody follows the law and guidance that are already set in place. And I feel like urban regional planning will always deal with zoning from a small scale to a big scale. So the zoning variations, zoning covers everything within a city. So from those tiny little detail of how tall a sign can be to how much square footage a skyscraper can have within a building, and how far can that skyscraper be from the sidewalk. Zoning laws dictate what can and how it must be built, and does give those precise dimensions and regulations. This is given by those dedicated professionals in planning that take up most of the time and energy and skills to make sure that these laws and guidance are written correctly and the space is used efficiently within the city. I also found that the members of the board were volunteers, so it was really nice to see that they dedicated a lot of the time into making sure that everyone's cases are heard and are properly handled. So that was really nice. Architecture and zoning. So I am a D3 student. I study at UCF. I'm a transfer student for Valencia. I do believe that architecture and urban regional planning go hand in hand. They correlate pretty well. Planning does dictate what should be built here and what shouldn't be built here. And architecture really can help and emphasize that with the use of designed, especially. So I feel like making a proper mixed-use building can go a long way. And we can talk about urban regional planning. So I felt that the meeting really related to the class when it came to zoning. So zoning, I feel like it's a big deal when it comes to planning. Zoning really does dictate planning down to its core, making sure that proper placement of buildings and proper placement of items that are within a city are being met. Zoning dictates much of our city structures and placements, ensuring that people get to use the space within a city efficiently and wisely. And also zoning can be dated back to the Romans, where they had really strict codes on how temples and public buildings can be built. And also they made sure that public buildings, anything that the public was going to need, was in the center of the city, making sure that whatever distance you were from one corner of the city or the other, you had an equal distance between those public buildings, ensuring that everybody had an equal opportunity and accessibility to them. Anyways, thank you so much. Have a good night.